Sibiu or Brașov? The unspoken battle between those medieval towns in Romania's Transylvania is real. Which one is more beautiful, more interesting, more photo-worthy? Let's find out right now. Good morning from the main square in Sibiu, Romania. I've come out to this place pretty early this morning for two reasons. One is I wanted to see if this square here is ever less busy than what we've seen it like in the last couple of days, and that does not seem to be the case. The second reason is that Greg and I are continuing our travels through the countryside of Romania today. We are going to Brașov, which is meant to be the home of Dracula. Throughout this video I want to try and compare those two medieval towns, but I am going to try and stay pretty neutral about it, because by the end of this video I want you guys to decide which one of the two towns you found more interesting, more photogenic, and yeah, in general more beautiful. So let's start with some amazing footage of the old town in the former German settlement Sibiu, Romania. Initially a true Roman city, Sibiu was refounded by Saxon colonists in the 12th century and called Hermannstadt. To this day the old town is split into two parts. The upper old town, where the Saxons lived and defended the city, and the lower old town, which was home to the Romanian population that had been banished by the German colonists. Even as an objective observer, it's hard to deny that this little town is pretty photogenic. But now it's time for me to check on Greg if he's done with packing and then hit the road. And check out how cool this is. This is our door.
Hello, welcome.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go, yeah.
Okay, let's go. So here's some behind the scenes travel life for you. Vlogging while trying to walk with all your stuff about 1.5 kilometers to the train station.
And people looking at you all funny because you're carrying the gimbal, the camera, and the microphone.
Why do we always end up with more stuff too than what we came with?
That's why
like
I'm
every time. Smart. The train ride to Brașov should take about 4 hours, which is a little bit long, but it's meant to be a really nice and scenic route. Like in the last vlog, the weather has completely turned on us. As soon as we got to Brașov, it just came pouring down. And I feel like right now Sibiu has a bit of an unfair advantage. What do you think?
Yeah, weather-wise for sure. It started raining as soon as we arrived in Brașov, and Sibiu is beautiful and sunny. So, but yeah, at the same time, they're both medieval villages, and there's something to be said about when it's kind of dark and dreary.
That's true. It's a nice contrast too. So I think we're still gonna go and explore a little bit.
Similar to Sibiu, Brașov was occupied by the so-called Transylvanian Saxons in medieval times, German colonists to obtain great wealth and strong influence over the city. They did, however, also give Brașov with a number of impressive fortifications and stunning architecture.
What does play to Brașov's favor right now is this kind of crummy weather, because it does really make it feel like Transylvania. The whole city has sort of a mystic and dark vibe to it, and this so-called black church behind me really does look a little bit scary right now. Almost forgot to mention, Brașov is also home to the famous Bran Castle, which is where Dracula used to live back in the days, apparently. But if you want to learn more about that story, you can also check out Greg's video, which I'm gonna link up there. At the apartment here in Brașov, and wow, what a contrasty, kind of crazy day from like beautiful sunshine weather in Sibiu this morning to this kind of crazy thunderstorm here in Brașov. But I think it was a really nice comparison too between those two cities. What do you think?
Yeah, it was really nice to see. They're both very old medieval cities, and to have one in like that perfect condition of really sunny springtime, and then one in kind of a dark and gloomy environment, really made for a nice contrast between the two.
Yeah, and I think it really brought out the Transylvanian too, like this last one. But that being said, I don't want to judge here because I want you guys to decide which of the two towns you thought was more interesting, beautiful, photo-worthy. You've seen all the footage, so leave me a comment below and tell me which one was your favorite.
Sibiu or Brașov?
Exactly. One last thing before you go, I want to mention, you might remember out of one of the last videos that Greg and I were working on a project, on a Kickstarter project that is now actually not a Kickstarter project anymore.
Indiegogo.
It's an Indiegogo project, exactly. But that was about the tent, the amazing Bwindi field tent, and I just wanted to share with you guys that it is going to be launched on Tuesday this week, so the 21st of May. And if any of you guys are interested in that, we are going to drop a link below this video and below Greg's video as well, so that you can get a special deal on it. And yeah, this is not meant to be an advertisement, just something that we are both really passionate about, and I just wanted to share that with you. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys' support, and I hope to see you again very soon in one of the next videos. Bye for now.